When we reach our sixth decade, sleep is no longer just a nightly ritual, it becomes a quiet architecture of our health. Every position we choose, every subtle twist or stretch, whispers to our joints, our spine, our heart, and even the intricate circulation within our organs. Yet, so often, we unknowingly undermine the very process that should rejuvenate us. There are patterns of rest, long unnoticed, that strain the body in ways our younger selves never imagined. Twisting the torso while sleeping may feel instinctively comfortable, as if the body is simply seeking a momentary release or a shift from one stiffness to another, but over time this seemingly innocent habit can quietly undermine the spine's health. When we rotate our upper body while lying down, the vertebrae, discs, and surrounding muscles are subjected to uneven pressure, and the delicate structures that cushion each segment of the spine are forced into positions they were not designed to maintain for prolonged periods. The intervertebral discs, which act as shock absorbers between the vertebrae, rely on consistent alignment to maintain their hydration and structural integrity. When the torso is twisted, the discs experience asymmetric loading, which can accelerate degeneration, reduce flexibility, and contribute to chronic stiffness or discomfort that becomes more noticeable with age. Over decades, these small misalignments compound, and the body responds with subtle but persistent inflammation, tension, and even nerve irritation. The muscles that surround the spine, which ordinarily support posture and distribute load evenly, must compensate for the unnatural rotation, leading to muscular fatigue and spasms that can persist into the waking hours. Nerves running through the spinal column are also affected. Twisted positions can place pressure on these neural pathways, causing tingling, numbness, or mild pain that interrupts sleep cycles and reduces the overall restorative quality of rest. Beyond the spine itself, a twisted torso can impact internal organs by slightly compressing areas of the abdomen or chest, subtly influencing circulation and digestive efficiency. The body's systems, while resilient, are interconnected, and when skeletal alignment is compromised, the cascading effects touch multiple domains of health, from the cardiovascular system to the lymphatic network. This is particularly relevant for those over 60, as tissue elasticity and joint flexibility naturally decline, making the consequences of twisting more pronounced. Conscious attention to spinal alignment during sleep is not a mere matter of comfort but a measure of long-term physiological preservation. By choosing to rest in positions that honor the natural, neutral alignment of the spine, the vertebrae are allowed to maintain proper spacing, the muscles remain relaxed, and the nervous system experiences a state of minimal interference. In this context, sleep transforms from a passive state into a deliberate act of support, providing the body an opportunity to repair, rejuvenate, and restore itself, while minimizing the slow, cumulative effects of misalignment that often go unnoticed until pain, stiffness, or reduced mobility emerge. Each night, the subtle decision to avoid twisting is a quiet investment in spinal longevity and overall well-being, allowing decades of wear to be met with care rather than strain, and giving the body a chance to maintain its intricate balance naturally. Sleeping with the arms extended over the head is a position many people adopt unconsciously, perhaps feeling a momentary sense of freedom or release, yet it carries subtle consequences that become more pronounced as the body ages. When the arms are elevated above the shoulders, the muscles of the shoulders, upper back, and neck are stretched in ways that are not naturally sustainable for long periods. Over decades, this repeated strain can contribute to joint irritation, inflammation, and stiffness that is particularly noticeable upon waking. The shoulder joint, which relies on a delicate balance between tendons, ligaments, and surrounding muscles, is especially vulnerable in this posture because the tendons are compressed while the surrounding muscles are overstretched. This can lead to minor but persistent discomfort, reduced range of motion, and even nerve impingement in some cases. Circulation is another factor affected by this posture, as blood and lymphatic flow in the arms can be slightly restricted when they are elevated, creating pressure points that may result in tingling, numbness, or the familiar pins and needles sensation during the night. The nervous system is intimately connected to musculoskeletal alignment, and positions that place tension on nerves or restrict circulation can subtly interfere with the restorative processes that occur during deep sleep, including tissue repair, immune function, and metabolic regulation. As we age, connective tissues become less flexible and more prone to microinjuries, so the cumulative effects of sleeping with arms over the head can exacerbate discomfort, contributing to morning stiffness or even chronic shoulder tension. The ribcage and upper thoracic region are also affected by this posture, as elevating the arms can slightly compress the chest and alter the mechanics of breathing, potentially reducing lung expansion and the efficiency of oxygen exchange, which is crucial for cellular repair during sleep. Choosing to keep the arms relaxed alongside the torso allows muscles to maintain a neutral length, tendons and joints to experience minimal strain, and circulation to remain unimpeded, supporting the natural rhythms of the body. This simple adjustment also supports better spinal alignment because the shoulders are no longer forced into an elevated or rotated position, which in turn reduces tension in the neck and upper back. Over time, the habit of keeping arms relaxed contributes to a deeper sense of ease during sleep, allowing the nervous system to enter a more restorative state, encouraging uninterrupted cycles of deep and REM sleep, and reducing the subtle stresses that accumulate over decades. Each night, the position of the arms becomes more than a matter of comfort. It is an active choice in maintaining joint health, muscular balance, and overall circulatory efficiency, creating a foundation for rejuvenation that respects the body's natural architecture and age-related changes. Sleeping predominantly on the right side is a habit many adopt without conscious thought, yet the orientation of the body during rest has profound physiological consequences, particularly after the age of 60 when organ function and circulation become more sensitive to subtle pressures. The left side of the body is naturally aligned in a way that supports optimal blood flow, lymphatic drainage, and digestive efficiency, and when this alignment is ignored, the right side position can inadvertently introduce strain on key systems. The heart, which rests slightly to the left within the thoracic cavity, experiences increased pressure when the body lies on the right side, making the circulation of blood slightly less efficient. Over years, this can contribute to subtle but persistent stress on the cardiovascular system, affecting the ease with which the heart pumps and the distribution of oxygen-rich blood throughout the body. The digestive organs, particularly the stomach and pancreas, are also positioned in a way that favors left-side alignment. Sleeping on the right side can interfere with the natural flow of digestive juices, slightly slowing gastric emptying and contributing to discomfort, reflux, or reduced efficiency in nutrient absorption. Lymphatic drainage, which is critical for the removal of cellular waste and toxins, is facilitated by gravity when the left side is favored, allowing the lymphatic vessels and ducts to move fluid more freely. This subtle difference, accumulated over years, can influence the body's natural detoxification processes, making the restorative qualities of sleep less effective. Musculoskeletal alignment is also affected by side preference. While both sides offer support, sleeping on the right side can twist the spine in ways that put the shoulder and hip joints under uneven pressure, especially if the mattress or pillow does not compensate adequately. Over time, these small misalignments contribute to stiffness, discomfort, and a heightened risk of chronic pain or reduced mobility. In contrast, left-side sleeping naturally accommodates the spine's gentle curves and distributes weight more evenly, easing tension in the hips, shoulders, and lower back. Even the respiratory system benefits, as the lungs have more room to expand and contract without compression from internal organs. By consciously choosing the left side, the body experiences improved circulation, optimized organ function, and better musculoskeletal support, which together enhance the depth and quality of restorative sleep. In this way, the simple act of favoring one side over another becomes an intentional strategy for longevity and wellness, aligning the body with its inherent anatomical design and supporting systems that are increasingly delicate with age, allowing each night to contribute meaningfully to overall health and vitality. Lying flat on the back may seem like the most neutral and natural sleeping position, but for many individuals over 60, this posture can inadvertently introduce subtle stress on the spine, lower back, and respiratory system that diminishes the restorative quality of sleep. When the body rests completely flat, the lumbar region of the spine often loses its natural curvature, which can create pressure on the vertebrae and intervertebral discs. Over time, this continuous strain can contribute to discomfort, stiffness, and even the slow development of postural imbalances that persist into waking hours. The lower back muscles, which are responsible for stabilizing the spine and supporting daily movement, are forced to compensate for the absence of proper alignment, leading to fatigue and tension that accumulates silently night after night. Elevating the back slightly, even by a few degrees, can restore the natural curvature of the spine, allowing the vertebrae and discs to assume positions that reduce compressive stress and support overall musculoskeletal health. This gentle incline also facilitates the natural expansion of the chest and diaphragm, making breathing more efficient and easing the respiratory effort during sleep. For older adults, whose lung capacity and efficiency may gradually decline, this small adjustment can significantly improve oxygen exchange and enhance circulation throughout the body, ensuring that vital organs receive adequate nourishment while metabolic and reparative processes continue uninterrupted. A slight elevation also supports better venous return, helping the heart maintain effective circulation without additional strain. When blood flow is optimized and the nervous system is allowed to relax fully, the body can enter deeper phases of restorative sleep, enhancing immune function, tissue repair, and cognitive processing that are essential for overall longevity. In addition, a modest incline reduces the likelihood of acid reflux or discomfort in the digestive tract, which becomes increasingly relevant as gastrointestinal sensitivity grows with age. This adjustment also minimizes pressure on the shoulders and neck, allowing these areas to remain relaxed and aligned, which reduces the risk of morning stiffness or chronic tension. By paying attention to the angle of the back during rest, sleep transforms from a passive routine into a carefully considered act of support for the body's most essential systems. It is not simply a matter of comfort but a deliberate strategy to harmonize spinal alignment, optimize breathing and circulation, and provide the nervous system an environment conducive to profound repair. Each night, this small adjustment becomes an investment in musculoskeletal integrity, respiratory efficiency, and overall physiological resilience, quietly reinforcing the body's capacity to maintain balance, vitality, and well-being as the years advance. The way we position our bodies during sleep is not just a matter of comfort, it is an intricate dialogue between posture, circulation, musculoskeletal alignment, and the nervous system. Conscious attention to alternative sleeping positions can transform the quality of rest, particularly after 60, when the body's capacity for self-repair becomes increasingly dependent on supportive alignment and minimized stress. Small adjustments, like placing a pillow between the knees, slightly curling into a semi-fetal posture, or supporting the torso with a wedge, can have profound effects on circulation, spinal health, and organ function. When the legs are gently bent and supported, the pelvis is allowed to settle in a neutral position, reducing tension in the lower back and hips and easing pressure on the sacroiliac joints that often become more sensitive with age. Side-lying positions, when combined with strategic support, allow the spine to maintain its natural curves while preventing the shoulders from collapsing forward, which otherwise can strain muscles and ligaments over decades of habitual sleeping. Semi-fetal positions provide a subtle embrace of the body, distributing weight evenly and reducing compressive forces on the chest and abdomen, which in turn facilitates respiration and allows the diaphragm to expand fully without restriction. Pillows or wedges that elevate the torso slightly not only improve spinal alignment but also enhance circulation by using gravity to support venous return, easing the workload on the heart while promoting efficient lymphatic drainage, which is essential for detoxification and immune function. These small adaptations also relieve pressure from joints that are more prone to stiffness, inflammation, or arthritis-related discomfort, giving muscles a chance to relax fully and recover overnight. In combination, these conscious alternatives transform sleep into an intentional, restorative process where the body is able to repair tissues, regulate hormones, and restore energy reserves with greater efficiency. They encourage a subtle harmony between skeletal structure, muscular tension, and circulatory flow, allowing the nervous system to enter deeper states of rest that are critical for memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and cognitive performance. By experimenting with and adopting supportive postures, the body is treated with care rather than subjected to unconscious habits that accumulate strain over time. Over 60, these small choices become significant acts of self-preservation, enabling each night of sleep to contribute meaningfully to overall health, resilience, and vitality while reinforcing the body's natural architecture and its ability to function with balance and ease.